For the high gas to the today discuss to the respiration to the producing of system of the food. That this is a topic is the most important on the humans or other the animals or the affiliates and passes of the air that discusses of the topic of the form. So from the NASA's cavities the air goes into the fire ants about of the breathing on the traveling is two different types. There is strictly the problems are in there the most on the fire ants that the two passages are two different begins with nearly the same opening and endings to the first form into separate of the one. The one of the lungs to the another one of the stomach. It is important so that there goes on affiliate the diverse of the food forms of the openings to individual the characters and food does not enter tube of the throat which air goes into the lungs. This is traffic is more properly channeled by the flap-like wall, the epiglottis that protects you too. That is a form is a house the classes of the epiglottis works on your breathing or travelings to discuss in your feelings like this is the walls is the partly the close is the important the cells of the food. It deflects of the tones of the stomach of the keeps out of the trachea wind vibe of the being. This is the forms of the tracheas to the human form, the breathing of the mouth of the epiglottis diverts into the air to the nervous, the regulations to around in ease the facets of the lungs under the stomach is traveling the breathing. The away from the opening of the pharynx, that the epiglottis the opens the more widely, then take up the breath and air enters to the passes of the food air. The lid use the tries to the activity feels the happens of the cells of the food. You can also the while the alveoli the smalls of the differences between to the bracing the affiliate the diverse of into air and the more is the affiliate is the property then she is form is nest form and the device of the mass of the opening the lenses of the lungs are important topic on the humans and the walls of the plotly and can the nervous the regulations the white to the advice to the stocks of the white the eating of the lungs the divided the divided the most millions and small chambers are divided in the tremendously increasing moist surfaces available of the gases in the air of the blood. You know that did you know the linings of the lungs are most the folded of the total surface of the entrails. And you can also think the alveoli our lungs are the spread up the curves is the nearly the 160 meters. The 160 meter squares of the which is the equivalence the terms of the coat of the divisions of the characters. And the envelopes to the most important and the divisible to the nasal cavities to the walls of the presented. This is a form is the affiliate passes here. That thank you for watching. To comment and like and subscribe in my channel.